trying something new. Don't know if it's going to work. Both this format plus the fact that, I'm recording from my car. And I'm trying a new angle too. If any of you followed me from my old channel, I did a good amount of car videos, but the sound was never very good, and neither was the video because it bounced around a lot due to the fact I had it mounted to my dashboard. So now I'm using a monopod, and don't let that fool you. It's a selfie stick, and I'm trying this new format, like I said, that I'm gonna call it the Authorpreneur Mindset Raw. Also, considering calling it Real Talk, which is an inside joke between me and my friends from high school. Good times when we used to sit there late night and just talk. And I won't go into any details on what prompted talks or anything, but normal teenage and early 20s stuff. Anyway, so this is kind of just me ranting on about whatever's on my mind, whatever I'm going through. I got the idea from someone. If you follow me on Instagram, if not, it's Authorpreneur Mindset. So probably that I really admire, and a lot of people do, of course, and that's Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a great entrepreneur, and he really embodies a lot of what I want to be in not his personality, not even his success, just his dedication and things like his time management, the smaller things, because me and him have two different personalities. I mean, that's very obvious, but at the same time, I feel like I can be as dedicated as him. I can be as successful as him by doing what I love. And of course, that's helping people, helping writers, helping authors, and things like that. And that's what, the entrepreneur mindset for me personally, isn't just about, taking it to the next level, writing my books, getting them out there. It's also about helping others, helping authors, helping writers, helping people in the early stages of their career, helping young people realize how great writing is, because it's somewhat of a dying breed. Sorry, I might be adjusting this during the whole video. I'm not sure. It's a dying breed in a lot of ways. You do have a few young writers here and there, but as someone who worked in education, I can tell you it's rare. And I think it's just going to become more and more rare over the next 10, 15 years. Of course, we might see a resurgence, a renaissance of writing. And I truly believe that that's something that we will see, actually, not that we might. But right now, I like helping, and I want the current generation to see what's really important about the written word. When I was in education for 3 years, I concentrated a lot on that creative writing, even in their nonfiction. If it was telling a story about their day, I'd be like, just because it's a story about your day and you didn't do anything, it doesn't mean it can't be creative. It doesn't mean it can't be exciting. It doesn't mean it can't be fun. And that's something that I truly believe. I truly believe in this newer idea of creative nonfiction. And I think that that's the way we're going to be teaching in the near future. I think that creative nonfiction is something that, if you've ever read a creative nonfiction history book, then you'll know how much of an impact it can have. There we go, I screwed up again. And the difference between, reading your normal textbook and reading a creative nonfiction textbook. If you haven't, go check it out. At least read a chapter or two about an event or something in the past. They have some really good books out there right now that are so entertaining, and you're learning the exact story. It's creative, but it's not embellishment. It's 95% accurate and 5% exaggerated, with nothing made up. And that's the best part about creative nonfiction. So that's my passions, and I'm really passionate about helping people, especially younger people. And as soon as Steam Powered Dreams, rises to a level that I know it will, I plan on volunteering in my community, in communities around my area, especially the communities that are a little less fortunate, and, you know, helping to teach these kids and work with these kids, doing workshops and things like that. I mean, the ultimate goal, and something that I've told very few people, the ultimate goal would be for me to rent or buy a office space nearby, and the front would be a bookstore that sells not just books from Steam Powered Dreams, but books from, you know, that we recommend, me and whoever working with me at the time. And then in the back would be, you know, a combination between an author area where authors who are signed with Steam Powered Dreams can come and just chill, write, you know, silent time, but also a large room where I can do some workshops with, you know, teenagers, preteens, and even older people too, even, you know, in their 20s, but, you know, for free. Tell them, you know, on Wednesdays, come on in. You can, you know, sit here. It doesn't matter if they're working on an essay for school, if they're working on creative writing on their own. That's the ultimate goal for Steam Powered Dreams, is to incorporate the physical with what I'm doing digitally. And you know, Steam Powered Dreams for the foreseeable future is, of course, digital, with the exception of print books. And, you know, this is just something that I guess you could say would be my ultimate accomplishment as Steam Powered Dreams if I reach that level. So I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to try to keep these raw videos under 10 minutes because I know, you know, they might not be interesting to everybody, and they're kind of all over the place. They're not just one thought. But I just wanted to let you guys know, those of you who are watching this anytime soon, or if you're going back later when I have more of these videos and you're kind of following my path, you know, man, it's hard right now. I've converted 90% of my time to focusing on Steam Powered Dreams, and the thing is, Steam Powered Dreams is bringing in very little income right now. I have a lot in the works. I have a lot of things that are coming soon. One is actually coming very soon, and that's a dedicated platform for writers. And this is for writers to basically, I build their website for them and get it ready, like 100% ready to go, and it's cheap compared to any of the other services that are currently out there. I did some research on other websites that do this, and, you know, they charge like, oh, you know, you get a basic website with, you know, your homepage, your about the author, your books, and your contact for like $800. And I'm like, I can do it for cheaper, and I can do it better. I mean, I was looking at them, and I'm like, you know, it's sorry about that phone call, and of course, right in the middle of the video. Anyway, I can do it better, and I can do it cheaper. So that's exactly what I decided to do, was create this new platform on SPD Direct, which is my services side to Steam Powered Dreams. Sorry about that. I'm not going to use this method ever again, so next time I'll go back to my old method. I think it worked better. Anyway, so SPD Direct, and basically it's creating web pages for authors and other creative types, and you know, it's like half the price. And if you know WordPress, and if you know web design, and you just want the template, then that's even cheaper, you know. And of course, if you want the full package with blog and integration and stuff, I'm still charging almost about half of what other websites are charging for authors. And, you know, it just comes down to one of those things that it really upsets me when companies try to take advantage of authors in particular, because it seems like that's common now. It's like, you know, there's so many indie authors out there, and they're easy to take advantage of because they all they think about when they start writing that book is getting the book done, you know. And then they're like, oh, well, what do I do? You know, then they have to learn about, you know, editing, and they have to learn about hiring an editor, beta readers, you know, and then marketing. And marketing is usually the last thing on their mind, because that happens after everything else. That happens like either right before or right after publishing. And if you don't do your research at that point, you can kind of scramble and go, I need it now. And then all of a sudden you're paying $1,000, $2,000 or more for marketing, for websites, for blogs and stuff like that. And it's just ridiculous. So that's kind of what the newest thing that I've realized is these websites are trying to take advantage of writers and their need for a website. So I basically figured out that I can do it for half price of what most of the popular author-centered websites are for, and I'm going to do it. And that's going to be out in the next few weeks. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be mostly automated in the sense that me and my crew are doing all the physical work on the website. But you're going to go to the website, you're going to pick your package, you're going to pay, you're going to get a link. You go to that link, you fill out the form. A couple days later, you hear from me or one of the other people working for me, and then within 2 weeks, your website will be done, 100% ready to go. And you never have to touch it unless you want to. And things like updating books, we'll offer maintenance services. So like you get a new book, you're putting it out there, that might cost you $5 for us to put it up there, but it's easy for us. Or you could do it yourself if you want to learn how to do it. So that's kind of what I've been working on. It's, like I said, there's no income right now. There's very little income. Like 90% of what I'm doing is building the platform, building the different aspects of what I'm creating and what will make me money in the future, but it's just really hard right now. I went over 10 minutes. I actually went over 11 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously next time I won't have an introduction on what I'm doing, so the videos will be shorter. My goal is to keep it under 10 minutes, even better under 7 minutes. So, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this. And if you don't, let me know why in the comments. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to, adapt. I'm looking to cater to, my audience. And of course, that doesn't mean everybody, but I mean if you're interested in entrepreneurship, if you're interested in authorpreneurship, then check it out. Also, I do have the podcast that will be starting soon. Head over to steampoweredreams.com/authorpreneurship. steampoweredreams.com/authorpreneur mindset. And the podcast will be coming in the next few weeks for the first couple episodes. And after that, it'll be a bi-weekly thing at first, and eventually it will be an every week podcast with interviews and things like that. Also, Instagram, my personal one is at author Jeremy Collier, and the one for the channel and the podcast is at Authorpreneur Mindset. So go check that out. I got a lot of great things on there.